networking session on basics networking. Today we are going to see devices. So when we say devices, what is device? So device are nodes or equipments that are used in communication. Generally there are two types of devices, end user device and networking device. So what is an end user device? So end user device are the nodes which are used by the end user where the end user interacts. For example, PC, laptop and the printer, etc. It could be scanner. So these are the end user devices with which the end user interacts. Now what are the networking devices? Networking devices are the transit devices which are used in communication. The end user is transparent to it. He doesn't care about them. So that starts with the NIC card, the network interface card, which is there in the machines, into which we fix our network cable. Devices like hub, bridge, switch, routers, these are the few examples of the networking devices. So let's look into each one of them. So first is the network interface card. We also refer it as NIC. So this is nothing but a printed circuit board and it has a MAC address burnt into it. And this MAC address is 48-bit. This NIC is at times it is inbuilt in the motherboard itself. This is a example of a external NIC card which you can see in the picture here. And the NIC card is a layer 2 device as it has a MAC address. Now it also has a auto negotiations things which can be done manual or auto negotiated, the duplex. Now there are various transmission speeds of the NIC card. If it is an Ethernet, then it is 10 Mbps. If it's a fast Ethernet, then it is 100 Mbps. And it's backward compatible to 10 Mbps as well. And gigabit Ethernet, it is 1000 Mbps. So that is backward compatible to 10, 100 or 1000. So this is about the NIC card. Let's move on to the next component, which is hub. So hub is also referred as a repeater, and the purpose of hub was to connect multiple nodes to form a single network segment. And it used to amplify the electrical signals and transfer it to all the other ports except the port on which it was received. It was a layer 1 device and used to work in half duplex mode. It is a single collision domain and a single broadcast domain. And the symbol was rectangle with a single double-sided arrow. This was a symbolic representation we use for hub. So hubs, you don't find it right now because it has been replaced by the newer devices. So with evolution of time, the next device that came into existence was bridge. So bridge was an intelligent device. It had an ASIC, application specific integrated circuit, with which it built a MAC address table, and based on this MAC address table it used to forward or filter the traffic. Bridge was a layer 2 device and it splitted the collision domain. Each port on the bridge was a separate collision domain. However, it was still a single broadcast domain. It had a lower port density, 2 port or 4 port, and the symbolic representation was, as you can see, it looks like a bridge. Then, due to lower port density, still the issue of collision was there. However, it was reduced, but still the issue was there. So the newer device came into existence, which was referred as switch. Now this switch is used to has a higher port density, like 8 port, 16 port, 24 port, 48 port, and even modular switches are available with hundreds of ports across multiple cards. So this used to switch is again a layer 2 device. It has its own MAC address and it is used to connect multiple nodes. Each node is a separate collision domain and it's still a single broadcast domain, and it is represented by a rectangle with two double-sided arrows. Now switch further evolved into a multi-layer switch. So when we say multi-layer switch, it is also referred as layer 3 switch. By default, the behavior of this box or node is act as a switch. However, it has a routing features as well. Limited routing features. Okay. So the next evolution after switch, because still we have an issue with the broadcast domain. If a single node sends a broadcast, it will go across all the ports, across the switch. So we had to constrain this broadcast. So the next device that came into existence was router. So the purpose of router was to connect different network segments as well as to separate the broadcast domain. It is a layer 3 device with logical address which supports hierarchical logical addressing, that is IPv4 address, IPv6 address, and the router's task was to provide the shortest path to reach to the destination. Each port is a separate collision domain and a broadcast domain, a separate broadcast domain, and symbolically it is represented with a circle with two arrows outside and two arrows inside. So in today's session we understood about the devices, end user devices and the networking devices. So our focus in this upcoming sessions would be on the networking part of it. So in networking devices we understood about the NIC, hub, bridge, switch and router. So thank you very much. If you like the topic, please like, share, subscribe our channel. Thank you.